Clouding over with yellowish acid, ringing wasps steaming overhead, dead side by side with the silly furians, or dueling penises scissored and laid in cotton, digested and crapped out, whole world follow, rattling, noosing, grease the faces at wrong angles, arms backward, bare ruins, exposed studio light, on and off, K-shift shots, mixed up text, shit out, bubble organism, crapping itself out till it is so a small asshole wheezy. Will there be a remnant of the code, an actual physical remnant in which to recreate the sea of conflict with its future temples of harmony? Or just the code with no substance to enable it to relive itself? With us on the tongue, believing we are in the brain, soul, and guts, claws my everything snot rag, and the universe is I'm worried. Slave to our bleeding hues, gray eyes, looking out of the underwater sarcophagus, stacked deep with floating cadavers, separated from genetic memory, diced and reassembled, wrong, feet on shoulders, etc., wrong. Caddick swank right from a shape's big bodies, drunk on wrinkled waves of green-brown sky poured from the skull and crossbone bottle onto the mirror at the top of our eyes. Will the code only return us to the field of combat we escape through the mixing of sexes for the rubbing of vision, tangled post-love handling of a god? Will the code only reborn us to the noxious twizzling of fingers, wrangled with fingers, and genital things like kitchen things with the important parts missing? Will we be unable to read, in other words, history, even the history of silence that preceded it? Will we be unable, as of the mutilated, shitted out code, to keep our hands for hurtling, punching button that rearranges the mystery, locks and unlocks the jail door, living corpuscles made prisoner and freed, made prisoner and freed again? Breathing of the animal, the breathing of animals, muffled in a snarl of metal and plastic and fashionable concrete, labyrinthine mucus tunnels in the dark of larger artifice, artificial life taking over as a home for killing. Foam for a tantrum, poised as though based on real intellect, being only the confused instincts of plants playing themselves out on each other's parts. Will we be unable to be? Will we be always wrong for each other? Zinc and zepanum, sizzling acid, yin bang, dom self-obliterating bite of minerals, squirming in the hostile element of chewy and tattered rows of sacred Bethel, now dirty and unseen winch operators raising the china cabinet with tinkling parts of the sport, nothing frightened on a glass. Will we be unable to even marshal our mutating cheese into the form of a wrong-buying, we could later make brine to anything we warm? Will we never give birth ever again? The blanched navy for body of conflict is tied, stitched, tatted into place, full of cost, ripped, shining its crazy colors, embedded in a foreget of red dust, packed damp blood from the forgot filling floor as it walks, tramples over the nuts of the code, other finer flips like dust. Will it be the embodiment of cruelty and despair exercised on itself, executing hammer up over itself? Internal warfare expressed in another version of the smile, dribbling its own semen and eggs onto the fertile floor of the ruins of this world. Will we be unaware of our position in this body? Or will we be forever lost from each other? In the stream of blood and digestion, will the mirror ever come close enough to introduce the animal to its reflection to join all that together into an unbroken circle of living bakers, fluttering contestants, etc. to end the hammering of the clock, pounding the button, waving waves of shavery throats and deep throats open, blood ready to come out, always made to squeeze out of the neck. Will we get to be born into a tranquil powder keg of black dirt incarnations and the fragrant oven of the yard, ropes of the children swinging?
Hopelessness of logic, the big boom tweaks in the shovel dribbling the planet Earth into the rain. Science retching at last with its greedy paw, tentacle lost, reinventing God and animals, reinvent science as the rise for the hopelessness of logic, the big boom tweaks.